Hello, my wonderful Cancerians. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of your love life. So it's going to be your general love reading for the week here. So pretty much whatever comes out for you guys. Okay, guys. So the card we have for you is Kisses, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. Okay. Seems to me that the person you're inquiring about here, not only do they have a lot of love for you, when, the first word there is unconditionally, right? So, unconditionally loving. I do feel like this may be someone that you have history with, or they may feel like you guys have gone through a lot together, but they love you despite that, right? So, despite maybe conflict or despite maybe even distance between the both of you, I do see that this person is very fixated on you this week. It also says giving and receiving affection, falling in love. So it could also be a case of you developing, emotions for someone this week as well. Okay, almost feeling like a renewal of hope, or something feels a little bit new about this connection here. Okay, so we have the Ten of Wands on the bottom of the deck here, and then we have the Lover. So some of you may be dealing with a Gemini or a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have Sagittarius specifically here. It's interesting because with the Ten of Wands and the Lovers, it seems to me that as of recently, put an end to a situation where you felt like it made you feel either very indecisive or it caused a lot of confusion. So it could be that you felt that you were very indecisive about the situation, and so you stepped away, or you feel like the individual you were involved with was indecisive. Because as much as a lover speaks about a very potent bond, or, even someone that you feel a very magnetic pull towards, it does boil down to choices. And so when we have the Ten of Wands, it's almost like looking at a situation and saying, yes, the emotions are there, but as long as a choice is not being made, this is only bringing me down. This is only making me feel like I'm being burdened by it. So you may have put an end to a situation where you feel like, you know what, a choice is not being made and I can't really put my heart on the line here. So I'm going to start off by seeing how this person is viewing you this week. Some of you are in a space this week of just moving away from anything that feels confusing. I think that you know what you want. You may be at a space where you want straightforward answers, and anything that doesn't give you that, or anything that causes you confusion, you could be putting an end to. Ten of Swords is how this person is viewing you. There may be something that you communicated to this person that they feel very hurt by, okay, with the Ten of Swords. It could also be someone who's reminiscing on an ending that they had with you and they feel like it was very painful. So the Ten of Swords could speak about betrayal. It could just speak about, something coming to an end, like a connection coming to an end, but the way that it, ended could really be affecting your person. Okay. I do see that they're viewing you as someone who is healing from an ending or healing from a connection that did not go your way. But when they're thinking about you this week, there's a lot of sorrow, there's a lot of pain, and there's even a sense of feeling like things are really over. So it could be that reality is sinking in for your person this week, or they're starting to see or accept the reality of the situation. So even if you and this person, or I should say, even if the ending was not recent, and it was a while ago, it could be that this week they're like, okay, I really feel like things are over because, I haven't reached out, or Cancer hasn't reached out. We haven't tried to work through this. So a part of them does feel like things are over with you, but I feel like there's a lot of hurt here. So we have the Nine of Cups and we have the Fool card in the challenge position. It's interesting because I don't see those cards as anything negative. Instead, I see it as someone who has a desire for you. But if it's coming up in the challenge position, it's also an energy of how do I go about this desire? Now, the second thing that I'm getting here, Cancer, with the Nine of Cups and the Fool card is that This may be someone who regrets, very impulsive decisions that they made in this connection in the past. The second thing that, or the third thing that I'm getting here is, with the Nine of Cups and the Fool card, that could be a decision that you make impulsively, A, or B, it is with selfish intent. So you're only looking out for yourself. So this is an individual who may feel like they made a decision, but they were only thinking about themselves. They weren't really thinking about how that would make you feel. So I do see they're feeling challenged by that this week. So someone who feels like maybe I should have thought about that decision a little more, or maybe I should have, figured out how that would make Cancer feel. Okay, so they're not really proud of a decision that they've made, not only because they feel like it was impulsive, they feel like they were just looking out for themselves. They weren't really considering your emotions. The way that you're viewing them, Two of Wands. Okay. You do feel the distance between you and this person, but you may feel like there has been this waiting game, this ongoing waiting game that you really want it to come to an end here. This could also be you waiting for some sort of a sign from this person. So, if it's not you're directly waiting for a sign from this person, you may feel like the ball is in their court. So you're looking at the situation like I've done all that I can, but I think that if anything were to happen, this person would have to, initiate the conversation, or you may be quite literally at a point of, I don't know what to do next. I've done all that I could do. So if this person is not willing to step up or meet me halfway, I'm not really sure that we're going to be able to close this emotional distance. Okay. You're definitely viewing this person as, or the connection, I should say, as something that was moving very quickly. Like the Two of Wands could be when you've rushed, the process of something. So you may feel like, you and this person were getting to know each other, or even the bond, you guys would spend a lot of time together, etc. Whatever it may be, you feel like it moved very quickly. So even if it came in very quickly, you may feel like it ended just as quickly. Okay. And you may feel like if, the both of you were more patient, then maybe the results would be different. So in your feelings, we have the Queen of Swords and we have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, seems to me you're really determined to kind of let go and let things flow. And so with the Wheel of Fortune, it could be that, you're going with the flow of things. You're saying, you know what, this cycle is coming to an end and I'm not going to do anything to stop it. There's almost this energy in your feelings of not wanting to force anything to happen and releasing control. Kind of like if this is meant to be, then it will come back around. And if I'm meant to let this go, then I'm just going to let it go. There's like this energy of you not wanting to control anything. And I think it stems from a place of you gaining the clarity that you have been seeking for some time. So, with the Queen of Swords being the first card in your feelings, you feel more clear headed about the situation this week than you ever did. So, like, you either figured out some sort of truth or you're able to see past illusions here. But the Queen of Swords is an energy of not having your head in the clouds. It's when you are accepting the reality of a situation and saying, okay, well, that may be what was, but it is what it is right now. So I'm not going to make it to be something that it's not. I'm just going to accept what it is. And so with the Wheel of Fortune, I think that you are ready for some sort of change. Although this card also speaks of kind of being at a fork in the road. So you may find that you're upset with this person or there's some sort of frustration because you see this person for who they are and you're moving on, but there may be something that's keeping you a little stuck or something that you may have questions about. Kind of like, okay, well, if it could be a specific question towards this person. It could be something that your gut is telling you and you want this person to confirm it. But there's almost this energy of, okay, I'm ready to move on, but there are certain, like, but there may be something specific that you're still thinking of this week, is what I'm getting at. Queen of Cups and the Moon card. I think this is a week where you're keeping your emotions to yourself, because with the Queen of Swords, being the first card, it's more of operating from a very logical space. It's like, okay, I don't want to get my emotions involved, or I don't want to be vulnerable with this person. You may even feel like being vulnerable with this person would give them a sense of leverage, or they would kind of take advantage of that in one way or another. Because with the Queen of Cups and the Moon card, something in your gut is telling you to keep your emotions to yourself. I also see it as, you may still have emotions for this person, but you feel like it's not worth the fight, or you may feel like you don't feel the same way as you did before when it comes to wanting to actually invest in this bond here. Because there's a very heavy energy about you saying, okay, well, my emotions are not going to leave overnight, but I will keep them to myself and I will heal that. You just don't feel comfortable being vulnerable with this person. So what I see is you may have some emotions for this person, but you're operating from a space of logic. You're taking the truth and you're saying, well, this is what it is. So I'm going to act accordingly. I'm not going to express how I feel to this person because I'm not sure what the outcome would be. So the moon card could also speak about what's in the unknown. And I feel like this week in your feelings, that's pretty much what's in the unknown. You not wanting to tell this person how you feel, even if it's like being frustrated or upset. Some of you are kind of looking at the fact that if you were to have a conversation with this person, something in your gut is telling you that it wouldn't go anywhere, or it would result, in you guys ending up at square one. So there's like a lack of belief that there could be some sort of progress. That's how you feel. Okay, so the Six of Cups is clarifying the Nine of Cups, Hermit, Fool card. Some of you could be dealing with a Virgo. We have Scorpion energy as well. I do see this as someone who is really missing you, but here's what I'm getting, Cancer. I think that this person is starting to realize that your tolerance level was very high for them because of what you guys had together. So like, even if it wasn't like a lot of history together, or you've known this person for a long time, they feel like your tolerance level was high because of the bond that you guys share. There's something about that coming through very strongly, but they also feel so isolated and alone now because they don't have that support. Here's what I'm getting. This person is not used to you walking away, or they're not used to you not tolerating, their impulsive decisions, or them, doing something to rub you the wrong way and then coming back in it and making it up to you. So this time around, something feels more real. It's like, okay, well, Cancer is no longer tolerating that. I also see with the Fool card and the Hermit, as much as this person wants a new beginning, they are stuck when it comes to taking action. So in traditional tarot, the Hermit, he's kind of at the top of the mountain, but he's not really moving. He's using his a lantern to guide him. It is a sense of clarity that he's gaining, but it's about thinking about the next step, and he's having a hard time doing so. So I do feel like this person is kind of stuck when it comes to moving forward with their next steps, which is wanting a new beginning with you. They do still feel very connected to you, but they feel like you're a changed individual, or you're more specifically no longer tolerating their behavior, or something that they used to do that you were okay with. Even if you weren't okay with it, maybe you would allow it in the past, and now there's very clear boundaries that you have up here, especially with the Moon and the Queen of Cups, and this person feels like they don't have access to your vulnerable side. This person desperately wants to tell you their truth. You may have figured some sort of clarity out about them with the Queen of Swords in your feelings, although this person wants you to hear something from their mouth. Seven of Cups. There could even be a question of what is the truth. Like, this person may be wondering what you're up to, or, the ending could have been very abrupt where they felt like you guys weren't really able to have a conversation. There is this question of what is the truth, because they're thinking about so many different things at once. They're thinking about it's almost like so many different emotions, mixed emotions, and they're not really sure how to feel or what to think. Okay, this may be someone who feels like you're like viewing your options, or you're getting back out there. We have the Seven of Pentacles in their feelings and the Page of Swords. Yeah, this person's definitely observing you, but they can't put a finger on what you're up to. So even if they're able to, take a peek at what you're up to through social media, maybe you're not publicizing, what it is that you're doing. And like, they have a gut feeling that you may be exploring your options, or you may be moving on. But again, Seven of Pentacles and Page of Swords is like a heavily observant energy. So they're very analytical of you, they're very fixated on you, and they're finding every way to figure out what it is that you're up to, but they're still confused, which means the clarity that they're seeking, they're not necessarily gaining it. Right? Ace of Swords and Seven of Cups is like looking for the truth, but feeling like you're not finding it. So this person could be wondering what you're up to. They could be wondering if you've moved on. They could be wondering if you feel the same way, if you want to communicate with them again. but they feel like not only are you a changed individual, they just can't figure out how you feel, what you want moving forward, or if you're even, dabbling in something new here. So very confused when they are spying on you here. Okay. With the Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, that is someone who's really trying to figure you out this week. Okay. So whether it's through social media, whether it's they're asking mutual friends about you, maybe they're watching tarot readings, but there's like this, they desperately want to know what you're up to, is the best way for me to explain this energy. It's kind of like, I want clarity, but I can't seem to figure out that clarity on my own. And this seems to be someone that you're not speaking to because with the Page of Swords, they're spying on you. It's a very it's not a direct energy. It's someone who's trying to figure you out without directly asking you. Eight of Pentacles, Magician, and the potential outcome. What's the Eight of Pentacles? Hanged Man, Magician, Nine of Wands. If I'm being completely transparent here, Cancer, in the potential outcome, I do see with the Eight of Pentacles and Magician, it is someone who could be manifesting, a brand new opportunity with you, or there's this urge to really figure you out. But what I see is more of a focus on something that you're working on. Eight of Pentacles and the Magician is like shifting your focus, for example, to a creative hobby. Maybe it's your finances, right? What you're shifting your focus to could vary, but it seems to me that it's something that you're already focused on. And because it's progressing for you, most of your focus is going towards that. With the Hanged Man, it's almost like you're putting focus on what is working for you and you're taking a pause, or you're leaving, or whatever is confusing you, you're leaving it alone. So for some of you, this connection is going to be at a standstill because you're choosing not to focus on it. Okay. With the Nine of Wands and the Magician, for some of you, it could be that you, like, this person is manifesting a new beginning with you. And if they were to communicate with you, right, or if they were to connect with you, there's a lack of trust. Nine of Wands is like not completely trusting the situation, or feeling like this is an individual who has manipulated you in the past and you're having a hard time trusting them again. So initially what I was getting in the potential outcome is continuing to focus on what is progressing for you, and whatever is causing you confusion, whatever you don't trust, you're kind of leaving it alone. It's almost like blocking that energy out, or saying, okay, well, if that situation feels stuck, it feels stuck for a reason. And I want to focus on something that is, moving forward. This could be you working on a new connection. This could be you working on your finances, a creative hobby. But it seems to me that you're coming out of a space of being consumed by this connection here. And there's something about you feeling like this person manipulated you in the past. And so there's a lack of trust when it comes to connecting with this person. Okay. So, my wonderful Cancerians, that is what I'm getting for you this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.